About to drop in. Hold on, give it a moment. One showed up last time we were in a situation like this. Oh shit. Sorry, he pulled right in front of me. I just murdered that dude. Alright, well, I guess we're looking for another one. Here we go. 653 light seconds. Oh, what the hell happened? Oh, it showed you jump out of Super Cruise. Okay. Yeah, it specifically said, like, detected your frame shift drive and everything. Yes, I do. Okay, where the fuck is this thing? No, nothing. This time there isn't even a cloud or damaged ship or anything. It's just empty. One might even call them Thargoids. Haha. Okay, I'll kill myself now. Alright, there's 1,040 light seconds. Yeah, I'm almost here at it. Like 0.15 light seconds. Scouts. Oh shit, yeah, it would help if... Nope, I'm bailing. I spent a good couple passes there trying to hit them with my discovery scanner. it was not very effective. Alright, 317 light seconds. Yep. Just go into silent running for a few seconds. I mean, boost a couple times, get your heat up, and it clears it off. Oh, we got one. Alright, scan complete. I'm coming. Oh yeah, it just took out my canopy. I don't even care, man. Come on. Oh, nice. If I can burn off my caustic before I die, I'm gonna jump out of here. But it probably won't happen. All right. I'm dead. I was destroyed. Geez, thanks for the help, Trig. It's all your fault. Yeah, it's mostly my fault, but it's also mostly your fault. I think the game was trying to tell me something, because my loading screen told me I should join a squadron. I'm headed back out there, because I didn't learn my lesson. I'm coming, Trig. You just stay alive out there, little buddy. Oh, son of a... Excuse me. What are you using? Might have to set up my other Corvette for this. Yeah. A bunch of plasma accelerators and rail guns mixed with some dumbfire missiles. Some AX missiles are really good. They're good for exposing the hearts. Alright, I'm like 80 light seconds out. Try and stay alive. The fuck? It's saying I have no friends online. It's also telling me I'm not in a wing. Well, do enough damage to that section. Well, do enough damage to its hull, basically. Dropping in now. Or I thought I was. Wait a minute. What the hell? What the? Yeah, that's fucking stupid. And it won't let me nav lock on you. Your definition of fun seems to differ from mine, but okay. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, it was pretty cool. What's a little 13 million buyback? It's nothing. I'm gonna go do it again by myself. I do not. I'm just gonna go face tank him. I'm gonna use my lateral thrusters to fly at him with my ship like a karate chop. It'll solve everything. Fuck, he dodged it. Come back here, you bitch. I'm gonna karate chop you. Chop. Fucking got him. You should realize now that you're outmatched. fight's over. Yeah, I might be in a little trouble here.
Yo.
Hey, what's up, Banky?
Nothing. I got out of school early because it's so hot out here.
Seriously? Wow. That's
Yeah,
it's like the opposite of a snow day.
Yep.
Oh, I did not know that about you, Banky. See, we're learning
You
things.
learn something new every day. Yeah. But dude, this is fucked though. It's like 30 degrees inside because our school sucks and doesn't have ACs.
Are you talking Celsius?
Hmm? Oh man.
Well, when else are you gonna do
I
that kind of stuff?
I entered the party and you already started with this shit.
Yeah, I mean, when else are you gonna meet German whores? Obviously.
Whores or horses?
The horse whores. Yeah. Well, you gotta pay them, so you know it's close.
Yeah, you
enough.
don't gotta pay horses, you know. That's the.
See, I guess I go to a higher class of horse. I guess mine always insist on the payment up front.
Oh right. Maybe my horses just don't rip me off like yours do.
I don't know. Maybe I'm getting more out of my horses than you are, huh? Maybe you just don't know yet.
Conversation, man.
So we took it from insulting to weird. It's okay.
Better than insulting, I guess. But like, I mean, this is gonna be, or I don't know, this was already the hottest summer again, wasn't it? Like,
what is that?
The hottest summer before that was last year. Before that, the year before that. You know, it's fucked.
What was that temperature in Fahrenheit? I'm an American.
Dude, we use the superior system, which is the metric system. So obviously, I don't know.
Look, America's slowly moving to the metric system, 1 inch at a time, okay?
Brother, the way I see your news, you still measure stuff in football fields and washing machines, okay?
Well, what else is there to measure by? I think you're so fancy.
Okay, hold up. I'll check what that is in the metric system. The Fahrenheit. What it is in Fahrenheit.
Like I said, we're getting there an inch at a time.
An inch at a time, eh? Yeah, that's not gonna work out. Oh, 30. Oh shit, that's the wrong. So 30 Fahrenheit actually minus 1 degree. That's great. And 30 Celsius are 86 Fahrenheit.
Oh, it's actually pretty cool there.
You might say that, but we're German and we're used to colder climates, so it's pretty hot to us.
Yeah, it's generally, like right now, it's 4 in the morning, and it's still about 80 degrees outside, and 100% humidity.
Where do you live? Well, it's humidity with us too, like...
The shittiest piece of garbage in the world. It's where I live.
America?
Louisiana, so yeah.
Alright, but yeah, I don't know. Sounds worse, but
it is. We're surrounded on all sides by swamp and bayou. It's bullshit.
Oh yeah,
This is the
I know about
shittiest place
Louisiana,
in the
isn't
world.
that? Yeah, it's featured in that one game where you fight disgusting creatures. And I'm not talking about
Yeah,
Louisiana.
they're called native Louisianians.
Yeah, exactly.
Those are the disgusting
Louisianians, what
creatures.
the fuck? You know, even the name is disgusting, I'm sorry, but you know,
Yes,
can't even
I'm
pronounce that shit.
well aware. I'm from North Carolina. It's actually awesome there.
Nice. Yeah, North Carolina's pretty, I don't know, I was never there, but, you know.
Yeah, you know what I mean then.
No, I don't. You know, I don't know if I've said this yesterday, but the G7 countries wanted to make a $20 million donation to Brazil to stop the forest fire, which one is a ridiculously small amount, and two, Brazil refused it. Brazil refused the 20 million bucks because they don't want to put out the fire. Suckers.
Hell yeah, let that motherfucker
You know?
burn. Brazil's a
No.
piece of shit.
But the Amazon rainforest isn't. It's the fucking lung of the earth, okay?
Oh yeah, but I'm talking like the city of Brazil.
The city of Brazil.
Yep, that whole city.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't know. What the fuck? Okay, hold up. Brazil refuses $20 million aid from G7 to fight Amazon wildfires and tells Macron, oh, I don't know how you pronounce his name, it's French, to take care of his home and colonies. What the fuck?
Maybe they're just sick of giving the earth free oxygen. You ever think of that?
Yeah, man, they should just start charging us, those fuckers.
Exactly.
I mean, come on. Stupid. Oh. No, but what the fuck? Jesus. I mean, you can't reject $20 million and then also say, you know, take care of your country first, bitch.
Oh, total
Fuck is
diva
that?
move by Brazil.
Yeah, fuck Brazil's president anyways.
Yeah,
That
his
guy's
country's
not
a piece of
cool.
shit.
Well, I'm talking about the dude, not the whole country.
Yeah, no, the country's a piece of shit too. It's one of the most violent criminal
know.
places on earth. Just like
America?
Louisiana.
Oh yeah. Fuck. You know, I like making fun of Americans, but then I look at Germany and we're not that much better, so that sort of sucks.
Actually, on the whole, crime is at an all-time low in America. It's just specifically densely populated urban areas that are still a crime issue. And you'll pretty much find that those are universally ruled by the Democrats with terrible liberal policies.
Okay. I don't know. You would probably know better than me, but
Yeah, I don't particularly care for either side. One's super religious
yeah,
and
the
the other
two-party
is
system is
super
stupid.
fucking victimhood and entitlement complex.
What?
But
I mean, yeah, I don't
I'll,
know. Either
I'll,
party is pretty bad.
I'll still take the one that's not batshit crazy.
Which one is that?
The Democrats are the
I mean, they
batshit
both
crazy
seem-
ones.
They both seem pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah, policy-wise, though, at least the Republicans make a little sense.
What are they? What policy? I mean, yeah, let's not talk politics anyways. Don't want to fucking... I don't know, politics aren't that great, you know.
Yeah, tell me about it.
I think,
I stay well informed, which is probably a bad idea.
yeah, you know what's fucking bad? You Americans, like, you're so public with your politics and shit that I know more about American politics than I know about German ones, which is not good. You know?
Yeah, I don't know anything about German politics. You guys are very
Yeah, me
closed
neither.
off.
Yeah, yeah. Well, all I know is that, and I don't know how you pronounce that name in English. Angela Merkel is stepping off after like 1,000 years. You know, because we don't have the shitty limit on presidents or chancellors. We can have them serve for as ever long as they like, or we like. You know?
Yeah, I don't know. That sets itself up for both good and bad.
I don't know. I mean, if the person does suck ass, then we're just not gonna vote for them again, I guess. So there's really no downside, I think. And if the majority of the country does vote for them, that's. And since we don't have the electoral college, I mean.
Yeah. Okay, man. Shots fired.
Sorry, man.
No, I'm just joking. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
I'm sure it sounded great when people still used sheep teeth. So.
Sheep teeth?
Yeah, like George Washington had sheep teeth to replace his rotted ones.
Why didn't he just keep his own teeth? Why do you have to steal someone else's?
Because it was like fucking olden times, and there weren't dentists.
Oh, dum-dum, I haven't been to a dentist in 20 years, and I'm 16. No,
that made total sense.
I probably have been.
I said that totally made sense. 16 years old and you haven't been to the dentist. I haven't been to the dentist in like, I don't know, 7 years.
But for real, I haven't been to the dentist in ages. Like last time when I was like a little kid. And my teeth feel fine.
I went 7 years ago only because my wisdom teeth came in my early 20s. And then I didn't get them taken care of, so all 4 of them eventually just shattered. And I had 4 exposed nerves in my mouth for like 8 or 9 years. And the pain finally just got a bit.
8 or 9 years.
Yeah, pain finally just got a bit too much.
After 9 years, the pain just got a bit too much. Jesus Christ, man, that's hard.
I don't like the dentist.
Yeah, me neither, but I'd still go to it like before 10 years or some shit.
Yeah, I did too.
I mean,
it was 9 years.
Did too, but yeah, I guess.
I got it taken care of. You're not my mom.
You what?
I said I got it taken care of, and you're not my mom.
Oh, I'm sorry, sweetie. But, by the way, how's the, like, how does that work with health insurance? Because I heard in America it's really bad, but, would you, like, get bankrupted if you have a serious issue or some shit? That's true.
Yep. Well, I'm still absolutely against universal health care or government-controlled health care. Because it...
What?
Because it sucks in every country it's been tried in. The wait lines are insanely ridiculous. Innovation is non-existent, and there's no incentive for new doctors to go into the field.
Dude, literally every other Western country has universal health care and it works fine.
And anyone with money comes to America for their health care.
No, but anyone without money is fucked, and that's the majority, so, you know...
Yeah, well, there are ways to get health insurance.
Yeah, there are ways for rich people.
But I still for most working class people have health care through their employer. I still think it's better than government regulation, forcing prices and forcing...
I mean, maybe it's a stereotype, but you Americans really don't like anything that's government controlled, do you?
No, we don't, because our government sucks at just about everything.
Yeah, that's true, but... Yeah, okay, I can't actually say anything against that.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm just going to say, like, the reason that our country has the most innovative and technologically advanced medical system on Earth is because it's not government regulated.
What medical system?
Our medical technology. Our
I'm pretty sure other
pharmaceuticals,
countries have.
and they get most of it from America. I'm sorry, but
They do not.
America has for the last 50 years led the world in medical innovation. Absolutely.
Bruh.
We've put the most money into it because it's a privatized system and not a
Yeah, you
state-run
get the
system.
most. I mean, you get the most money out of it too because you fuck over the customers. So.
Well, I wouldn't say we fuck them over. I mean, I don't really know about healthcare prices,
I mean,
but
I'm pretty sure like insulin or something. Oh shit. Just got a private session. Um, Insulin, or whatever. Like a lot of medicines are really expensive, and if you have diabetes or something, you need insulin daily.
okay, but
You're fucked.
I
It's
still don't
super
understand
expensive
why the government thinks it has a place in going into a private company and telling them that they have to charge a set amount. The market will dictate the
because
price better
that's
than
what the
any
government.
poli-
That's what
politician
it's
ever
sort
could.
of. That's part of its job, man. I mean,
No, you're just going to have
if the
bureaucrats and
if you
politicians
don't
lobbying to
regulate
set the
companies,
prices
you
however
can't.
they want.
They shouldn't be able to make the prices however they want because, I mean,
The
then
market
the
sets the
customers have to pay
price, not
$100 for one.
the market
Uh,
sets the price, not the company. Okay? And if a product is
no, the
valuable
company
enough,
does set the price. The market doesn't.
it's
I
no,
mean,
it's free competition that sets a decent price, not government regulation and bureaucracy. All that does is
bruh,
add
it's
an extra
still there
layer
should be
of
a limit for
necessary
how much you can
cost.
charge. You don't need. I
I
mean,
completely
you don't
disagree.
need to charge.
There shouldn't be a
But
limit to what
I
you can
mean, that
charge as
all
long
that
as
money
you're
is not
producing the
gonna.
good. That's
Huh?
like saying you work at McDonald's and you should be able to charge whatever you want for a burger versus not being able to. Having someone else set the price of your goods and labor is not a free system. I mean, that's just short of socialism
Bruh.
or communism.
Oh my God, dude. Then I mean, most Western countries have part of socialism in them, anyways, with universal
Most
healthcare
Western
and all that.
countries are democracies with some socialist programs.
Yeah.
And those socialist programs don't work very well in a country like America. The reason they work very
What?
well in no listen, the reason they work very well in the places they've been tried is because there's a mostly homogeneous population there. It doesn't work
What
in
the
a
fuck does
system.
that even mean?
It
Dude,
means
we have all the refugees over here too, and that's not homogeneous.
well,
And,
not anymore it isn't, but there's a reason
and
why
it still works.
in Germany you guys have socialized healthcare.
Yeah, we do.
How are the wait times at the ER and at the to get a doctor's appointment?
They're really not that bad. I mean, at the ER, you can just go in and you'll get treated. What do you mean? That's like any ER. Doctor's appointment might take a month or so. Yeah, that sucks, but
I don't know. I'm still dead set against the government coming in and being able to cram down prices and force someone to give away their labor or their goods for a price that
I
they
mean, it's
don't
not
set
giving away.
themselves.
It's just not overcharging you and pressing every single bit of money out of your customers.
It's called business. It's called making a profit.
Yeah, making a profit is fine, but if your profit margins are like 10 billion%, I mean, I think the same amount of insulin, like dose, or I don't know how much you need, like 10 milligrams. I don't know. I mean, it differs with the user, but it's like I think 1,000% cheaper here to get it here than in America. You know, and that's, I mean, the companies still make a profit. They're not bad off. They still have hella money.
Yeah.
So I don't see where the problem for them would be.
I'm just much more of a fiscal conservative. I don't believe the government has any place dictating to a business what their business practices should be, as long as they're not, doing illegal
I mean,
business practices.
What do you... The government... I mean, the government's sort of there to regulate that, not
No.
so that they don't.
My view of government is the government
stop.
is here for the three things it was designed for: to protect our life,
Which-
liberty, and property. Anything beyond that falls outside of its
That's
purview and should be handled on a more local level. I don't believe the government has any place telling a business what it should or should not be able to do. That's what the market is there
but it
for.
already does, doesn't it? It tells
If there's a
them pay
company,
taxes, it tells them-
if there's a company ridiculously overcharging for insulin, for instance, then the way should be free and clear without ridiculous bogged down in regulations for other companies to emerge that will sell the product for a cheaper price and put company A out of business, rather than having the government come in and tell company A, okay, you can still be like the main supplier, but you have to cut your prices. It's the market that should dictate that, and not the...
have ridiculous price margins, then, I mean...
It's, well, a lot of the issue with our healthcare system right now is that it's too regulated. I mean, the fact that I can't go into a doctor's office and ask just, what is it going to cost me to get an x-ray of my leg? Like, doctors can't even tell you that. They can't even give you a price on that because it's not determined by them anymore. It's determined by HMOs and the health insurance or, companies and government regulations. So you can't just go find the cheapest x-ray or, the cheapest chemotherapy. You can't shop around. You're dictated what you can and can't do by the regulations already set in place. And that is absolutely untenable to me.
I mean, in Germany, it says the price right on the... I mean, if you want to get prescription medication, it says the price right on the thing the doctors give you. I don't know what it's called.
No,
but,
it's not that way at all in America, though. It's so heavily regulated with the health insurance industry that you have to go through your health insurance to ever find a price.
Yeah, the health insurance companies do that, not the government themselves, do they?
Our
government regulates.
I'm more in favor of a completely free market system, even when it comes to healthcare. I don't believe anyone's entitled to healthcare. Well,
totally gonna
someone
get
else.
exploited.
Yeah, it still works better than. Either way, someone's getting exploited. It's just at this point, is it the business owner or the consumer that's getting exploited?
It's always the consumer.
Alright, well, we just have a fundamental disagreement about the nature of government. I don't believe the government has any place telling a business what it can and can't do with its goods or services. And I'm not a rich person by any stretch of the imagination. I'm still just for as little government involvement as possible in private affairs.
I mean, it's a public business, isn't it?
Precisely. Public, not government.
But if the public gets ripped off,
then they find a different business to go to.
If the public gets ripped off by every business, then I mean, then what?
Then it's not getting ripped off.
I don't think the government should do anything.
You're saying that the public is getting ripped off, but I'm not seeing evidence that anyone's actually getting ripped off.
Where don't you see evidence?
Because it's their
look
product.
Look up how much insulin costs, for example. That's a fucking ripoff.
It's not a ripoff if people are willing to pay it. It's their product.
It's still a ripoff if people are paying it.
It's their product.
Because it's their only option.
But it's still their product. They can set the price as they see fit for a product that they develop.
Yeah, they can. Sure, they can set the price for whatever, but it doesn't mean it's right morally or, I don't know, financially.
Well, it's definitely right financially.
It's okay. It's not right morally then.
Well, I have a different opinion of morality than you, I guess. I don't know. We probably shouldn't have gotten onto the politics thing. We probably should have stuck with that from the beginning, because you seem like a decent guy, and I disagree with you, but like that doesn't give me any reason to dislike you as a person. You just have difference of political opinion.
Yeah, I know, right? But, yeah, let's just talk about something else. What you playing?
So how about those Saints?
Those what?
I don't know, I'm talking about a football team that I hate.
Oh, yeah, I don't even watch German football, soccer, I guess.
Yeah, I don't watch football either. I was just trying to make a really shitty segue into it. a subject that I
Yeah.
figured neither of us would know anything at all about. So,
Pretty good segue.
yeah, I'm proud of it.
I wonder why. Now I'm wondering why the weird vehicle is called a Segway though. You know, like it doesn't have anything to do with transitioning, does it?
Yeah, but you look really strange on it, so
So.
maybe there's.
All right.
Fuck, dude, I don't know.
Yeah, same. You have GDA?
Do I have what?
GDA?
What is that?
Grand Theft Auto.
Oh, GTA. Sorry,
Yeah, sorry.
the way you pronounce it, it threw me off. Yes, I do.
Yeah. No, right. Then. Yeah, if you have the time, it would be really cool if you could help me with a cell mission.
I honestly have barely played any online, so I think I've got like the machine pistol unlocked. That's it.
Damn. Yeah, I have the machine pistol too.
Yeah, well, I hope so. It's like the first fucking thing you get.
Yeah, I've only it's actually really like I had this game on PC, but unfortunately they don't transfer your progress to PS4.
I had it
So
on
I
PS3
have to start
first,
all over.
then PC, and now PS4. And I haven't played online on any of them.
Damn.
I played
Online's the best
a
part.
good bit of Red Dead Online.
Yeah, that's a good game.
I play that
Even
with my
though-
mom.
Nice.
I think she's actually higher level than I am now.
Oh man, that's embarrassing. You can't let her do that to you.
Yeah, I really only play Elite at this point. I only play Red Dead with her.
Damn, you know it's fucking weird. I actually ordered some supplies yesterday in this in the bunker that you have in online, but they didn't arrive and I didn't get my money back. I don't know what the fuck happened. Okay, so you didn't do anything with this thing yet.
Nope, nothing at all. Played the story 3
Yeah.
times, but I don't think that counts.
Sorry, I played it through like once. Pretty good.
I had started to play online on my PS3, but oh shit. Then I
Don't you get
modded-
like
then I modded my PS3 so I couldn't go online with it anymore.
oh man, don't you get like a free car if you transfer from PSV to PS4?
Shit, I don't
Should
know.
look
I
into
can't.
it. You should-
Like I said, I
It's a
can't
really
go
good
online
car.
on my PS3 anymore.
Yeah, but you were already, so it probably would still work out if you have the same email address.
No, that account got banned because my nephew went online anyway to play Minecraft with a friend.
Yeah, but
That's why
it
I'm
doesn't
not.
affect GDA, does it?
No, but the account that I was running GTA on is banned permanently.
As well as because you got on to play Minecraft. That's
Yes.
weird.
So the original account that I had was just generic Pop-Tart. The reason I'm now generic Pop-Tart 1 is because my nephew got generic Pop-Tart banned. That had my GTA data on it and everything else.
Ah man, so the social club is going to.
Yep. Everything associated
'Cause
with
you get,
that
like-
PSN account.
You get this really fucking cool muscle car that's also armored. It's costs like 600,000 in the game if you buy it.
Oh
And
yeah, I'd
making
rather
money in
just
this game
buy
is
it.
so fucking hard. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
I said I'd rather just buy it than try and get that account restored or whatever. Last time I tried,
Yeah,
they told me
probably.
like no, they couldn't restore it. It was permanent
to-
banned.
To be fair, making money is really not that cool in this game. I know on PC after I got like to 50 million, I just modded myself 400 million. So because it was just too much of a grind. Now I'm doing it again, because I don't know what to do with my time.
I have way too many games to put that much time into GTA.
Yo.
I've got well over 100 new games to play. There's just no keeping up with it. And I'm stuck on Elite Dangerous like 24/7.
Yeah, me too. Well, I was, but now I'm stuck on GTA again. But I don't know, I'm just not buying any new games anyways. The next game I'm gonna get is, like, I already pre-ordered it, but it's gonna come in like 60 days, so I still have some time.
What game?
It's The Outer Worlds.
Okay.
Did you ever play Fallout New Vegas?
No, I haven't. I just haven't played it yet.
Oh man, it's really good. Hey, but you still have a PC, right?
Yes.
If you want, I can give you my Steam thing login data, and you can play Fallout New Vegas on that, because it's a really good game.
Oh no, it's not necessary. I pirate all of my games. And I already have it for
What?
PS3, PS4, and for PC.
You pirate your games on PS4 too?
No, just the PS3 and PC.
Jesus, dude, can't do that. You gotta support the developers.
I buy the game if I like it.
Alright.
Alright, man.
You
Take
what?
it easy, Trig.
Alright. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I've got Fallout New Vegas through PlayStation Now.
Okay.
So technically, I did support the developer.
Does the streaming service work though?
Yeah.
I heard it's really bad. Okay.
No, you just need a fast connection for it.
Okay, then it's just really bad for me, probably, because I have shit internet because I live in Germany. In an old house in Germany with that.
Yeah, you just need as low a latency as possible.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've got it for PC, PS3, and PS4, so... I mean, but any game that I legitimately like, I buy it. I just pirate them first to
I do the same with movies.
Test them out. Oh no, I pirate the shit out of movies and books without ever purchasing.
You can pirate books? Jesus, dude, you're really...
Oh yeah, I've got like 9 million books.
Fucking hell.
And then somewhere in the neighborhood of like 15,000 audiobooks.
Just get an Audible subscription.
I have more audiobooks, well, about as many audiobooks as Audible does.
Oh man.
I've got a 5 terabyte hard drive. Yeah, I've got a 5 terabyte hard drive exclusively for audiobooks and college courses.
Why, dude? Do you even go to college?
No.
Like, why do you even have it then?
Because I like to learn.
Oh, then that makes sense.
I like to stimulate my brain.
Wait, how old are you?
36.
Oh yeah. That's fucking cool, actually. Sorta, you know?
I have a college course on everything. From math and science to art, politics, food, music, history.
Food. There's college courses on food?
Yeah, culinary courses.
Well, that's what you're fucking paid tuition for, Jesus. No, I'm sorry, but... I don't know.
Well, some people like to be high-dollar chefs.
Yeah, but I don't know. Why wouldn't you just go to a chef academy at a college?
Well, there are colleges specifically for chefs.
Yeah, what? Damn. This college is for everything, I guess.
Exactly. I just like to have the information.
Where do you even get that shit from, man?
There's a company called the Teaching Company that goes to, like, big name Ivy League schools, you know, Harvard, Yale, Princeton, and record the entire college course, and then offer it as either
legal.
video or audio with with the textbook associated with the course. Yeah, it's legal.
That's
They
legal.
have a partnership with the colleges.
And they just, but you pirate that, right? It's not free.
Oh yeah, you pay for it normally, but I just steal it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Very cool. Oh man, I've got nothing to do in GTA. I only have one business and it's slow as hell. You know? You make money way too slowly in this game. You can't
Yeah.
even mod on PS4, you know?
Definitely don't have that
Well, I
problem
can't.
in Elite.
Yeah, no, me neither.
I'm
Oh
just working
man,
on my
that
combat
takes...
rank at the moment.
What ship you flying?
Crate Mark II.
Who you want to fight?
No, I'm killing Thargoid scouts for combat rank.
Oh, okay.
I need
Do
to get
you
up
want to
one more
fight
rank to unlock my
later?
last bubble engineer.
Which is... Oh yeah, I think I know what you mean. But
You have to be dangerous. Let me see, what was his name?
thought it was a she. Yeah,
Yeah, it is a she. Um,
okay.
Lori Jameson.
Jameson. Good name. Wait, Laurie Jameson.
Yes.
Is she related to uh the other guy?
I have no idea.
Would be so cool if she was. Um, the lore in this game is just so cool. You know? Anyways, I should really stop driving a bike in GTA because I literally always fall off it. Hey,
The
what
only other
time are you
major
gonna
game
lose
I'm
in?
working on is Witcher 3 at the moment.
Oh yeah, great game.
Oh, it's like
You gonna play
6:30 here.
Cyberpunk?
Yeah, when it comes out I will.
Yeah, fuck yeah, I already pre-ordered it. Are you gonna wait 6:30 in the evening or morning?
AM.
Oh shit, you still up or again?
Yeah. Well, I'm kind of in and out with weed naps.
Okay. You got holidays or something?
No, I only work Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Damn, that's cool. What are you doing?
I Uber.
Oh yeah, nice. You know, I really want to become a paramedic, but I don't know. I fucking have to. You know, it's so stupid actually. I have to be 18 to become a paramedic, but I only have to be 17 to join the military, where I could also become a medic, you know? You know?
I'm unfamiliar with that whole system.
Well, I mean, you know, in America you can probably join the military with 17, 16 too, can't you?
I think you have to be 18 to join the military.
What? Damn, Germany is worse, I guess, in that instance.
I might be wrong. It might just be that you can go to basic uh, prior to becoming turning 18, but I'm not 100% sure of that. I've never been tempted to
Um,
go into the military.
you what?
I've never been tempted to look up anything about the military and going into it. There's no way
Yeah,
I
me
would do
neither.
that.
Yeah, same. I just know that because some people in my class want to go join the military. Because it does bring you, like, you make really good money with it.
Yeah, I know, but I'm also lazy as fuck, so
Yeah.
leave the house.
I don't know. I think I'd really like to be a paramedic, but I have to like I finished school at 17 because I'm gonna like sort of at a school for people who, like, I don't know, what do you call it? You have middle school, high school over there.
Yes,
What comes after high school?
college or
Shit. Okay. Well, with us it's
technical
like
school.
I don't know. Maybe it's like that with you too. I just don't know the names, but we have like 2 or 3 different kinds of schools really, and there's one that's really advanced for really smart people. Uh, and you go there for like if you go there, you have 13 years of school or 12, and if you go to the middle kind of school, you go there for 10 years, which is what I'm doing. And there's another lower tier. I don't know about that. Do you have that?
Sort of. I think it's for
Okay.
normal schooling it takes 4 years, and for like being a doctor or a lawyer it takes about 8 years.
Oh, no, but that's like a different kind of school, isn't it?
Yeah, law school or med school.
Yeah, no, I mean just normal school. That's normal school with us.
No, a normal degree usually takes 4 to 5 years, unless you're going for a PhD, in which case it's going to usually take 8 to 10 years.
Like a school for children. I mean,
Oh, I guess 12 years total for normal
yeah,
school.
exactly. But there's also schools here that you only have to do 10 years in, you know? After 9 years, you actually aren't legally required to go to school anymore, I think. But yeah, so anyways, I'm gonna be 17 when I leave school, but I need to be 18 to start the training for becoming a paramedic, which sucks because I don't know what I'm gonna do in that year, you know? I don't want to hang at home and shit, like, I don't want to sit on my mom's, I don't know how you call that, eat away my mom's money or something, you know?
Live upon
Uh,
your mom's largesse.
exactly that. Uh, I sort of want to move out soon, but I can't do that until I have, money. And I can't really start a job just for 1 year, like a real job that makes real money.
All
So I
right,
don't know
well,
what I'm gonna do.
take a year
Sort of
doing a
sucks.
part-time job and help your mom with the bills for that year until you can afford
Yeah, that
to.
sounds like a good idea.
And that way you're helping. You're not just laying around, but you're open to still like do some schooling or do some solo research into the paramedic profession. Kind of get yourself
Yeah.
ready and positioned for the schooling for it.
Sorry,
And
what?
I said just put yourself in a position where you're ready for your schooling in the paramedic arts.
The paramedic arts.
Yes.
Yeah. Sounds like a good idea. Uh, Maybe I'll just work at McDonald's or something. You know? I mean, for the year. I just don't get how you would let people join the military at 17 or 16 like the UK does. Pretty sure you can't even get married until you're 18, so
Yep. You can't drink until you're 21, but you can go die for your country at 18. Although I
yeah.
do kind of
I mean, you can
understand that
drink,
young people are
you
pretty
can,
irresponsible.
yeah, that's true. But you can drink in Germany when you're 16, so I don't know, that's a moot point. I mean, I don't know, I think 16 is a bit early too, but I'm not saying I'm not enjoying it.
Yeah, I don't even drink anymore. I haven't drank.
I just, huh?
I haven't really drank since I was like in my early 20s.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe I'll stop too, but for now, I guess I won't.
I very much prefer smoking weed. It's a lot better
I don't
for
know.
you.
I think I prefer alcohol to weed because I don't know. It just makes me tired. I don't know. Where's the
I
fun in that?
I'm extremely taste oriented, so even when I did drink, I was very limited on my selection of things that I could drink because
Well, they have this great. Hmm?
if I taste something that tastes bad to me, it goes way beyond just a bad taste. It makes me pretty violently sick. So,
Damn. I mean, have this really great drink that my friend introduced me to, which is 30% energy and 70% beer,
I can't
which is
drink
actually a disgusting mix,
I
but
can't drink
it
beer
tastes
at
pretty
all.
good. Damn, okay. But it tastes, you don't even, I mean, you do taste the beer a bit, but it's alright.
If I have even a sip of beer, I'll be sick for like 3 days.
Damn, that sucks. Sorry, man.
First time I ever drank, I was like 13, maybe weighed 80 pounds soaking wet, and my brother and his
Why?
friend were celebrating their 21st birthday. They bought 2 cases of Coors Light and dared me to drink the whole case by myself.
What the
So,
fuck?
so I did it, and
Dude.
I got alcohol poisoning off of Coors Light.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
Ever since then, all beer tastes like Coors Light, and one sip is enough to make me violently sick.
Yeah, fuck. Damn, I'm so sorry, man. That's,
No, no, I don't. It didn't bother me at all. I was never a big drinker anyway. Really, the only things I
yeah,
can
but like,
drink are vodka, gin, and Di Serono, like an amaretto.
I just mean having that done to you must suck.
It was my choice. Me being a stupid kid.
Yeah, you were a stupid kid, that's what I'm saying. It's not, like, it is your choice, but it's a stupid kid's choice.
Precisely. But it's a stupid kid's
So,
choice that had lasting benefit. I never got into drinking
yeah,
beer, and thus I never got into really drinking, and
yeah, I guess.
I've been a lot more stable because of it. I smoke enough weed. I'm good.
Yeah.
Weed's not nearly as bad for you.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Then again, I don't know if you, I mean, if you just control yourself, I guess. I guess that's easy to say, but, I don't know, I just do social drinking, and since I don't go out that much, it's not that, I don't, drink that much then.
Yeah, I couldn't be a social drinker. I don't have enough friends.
Damn.
I have two
I don't know, I don't
friends,
have that many friends either, but, yeah, two friends, we go out with
and the only
two
reason that
friends
I'm friends
sometimes.
with them is because they'll come to my house to hang out with me.
That's a good reason to be friends, isn't it?
Yeah, I try never to leave the house
Damn. Why?
because I hate the world,
Why?
because it's full of very shallow, simple-minded people.
Sure, but that's, I mean, that's a given, but,
Precisely my point.
I mean, isn't the world, or especially America, a melting pot where you don't only have one type of person,
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I see what you mean. So, like, there's pretty awesome people, like me,
Yeah,
and then pretty shitty people, like everyone else. I get what you're saying.
yeah,
What can I say, man? I'm awesome, but I'm also extremely modest. So, it works out.
yeah, that's, it does work out.
No,
No, but,
I'm, I don't hate the world as much as I was just joking about. It's just more, I'm happy by myself. Other people are
yeah,
good and all. Like, I'm cool with hanging out with other people occasionally, but I'm perfectly happy in my solitude. I'm
I
not
get what you
depressed.
mean, but
I'm the most
huh?
emotionally stable person I know, and I'm happy.
But you don't know a lot of people, do you?
Well, of all the people I've met, I should say.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I like being alone too, but I don't know, just being alone sort of.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
why
know.
I have a
I
couple
couldn't
friends.
handle it. Yeah.
Oh, I could. I could. If it was just me and in my room without having to leave for the rest of my life, I could be perfectly happy here.
I could not, definitely not.
I spend most of my time just doing random research and increasing my knowledge base while watching movies or playing games, or like this whole time we've been talking, I have had an audiobook going in my ear. That's how I
Tell me a
live.
fun fact, man.
24 hours a day, audiobook.
That's not a fun fact.
Oh no, right now it's a fiction book.
Oh, okay.
It's Malazan Book of the Fallen series.
Yeah, I try to do that sometimes, like when I'm, I read sometime when you're bored, you should just go on Wikipedia instead of, other shit, so I do that sometimes. Read random articles.
I've never been bored.
Yeah, because you always have something to do, don't you?
And I can remember just about everything, so if
That's
I find
pretty cool.
if I find myself in that kind of position, I just go back through a book or a movie in my head.
You can do that? Damn. That's fucking amazing. I wish I had photographic memory. It sure helped me with school.
It's not exactly photographic. Like, I can't remember every word on the page going through a book. But it's also...
but the gist of it is enough, isn't it?
It's good, but it's also bad. Like, it's not the greatest thing ever. People just don't realize, like, the downside to never forgetting anything is all of the painful shit is there for keeps.
Yeah, but, I mean, the painful shit will probably always stay with you.
No, but there's no separation there. Memories fade for most people. They become more abstracted over time. But for me, it's kind of always like it just happened.
Sorry,
My
man.
memories don't fade. No, it's okay. That's why I'm pretty well emotionally rounded now. It's a philosophy of mine. My view on psychology is emotions are choices. You you choose every emotion you experience. It's just you're conditioned on a subconscious level to do that, so you don't consciously decide anymore. It's just kind of a reaction at this point for most people. Well, when I came to realize that, it was just a simple matter of taking back control of my emotional state from my subconscious and putting it back in the reins of my conscious mind. So my emotions are now a product of my choices. Like, I just choose to be happy.
Pretty good choice.
Precisely. Life's too short to spend it choosing anything else.
Yeah.
So I
try to,
So I have zero expectation of the world, and I control my own emotional thought processes.
Nah, dude, I mean, I try to be, happy and shit, but, I'm still so fucking pissed that, about the rainforest, and that, that what I said before.
About them refusing the money?
And climate change in general just pisses me off, because there's so much that could be done, but nothing is being done.
I don't care. I don't have kids, and I'm not gonna live long enough for it to be a problem.
I know, you probably will. It's probably gonna get fucked up while you're still alive.
No, it's not what any of the reports say. We've got like 100 years before we've got another 5 degrees.
Yeah, but I think already 2 degrees are enough to get fucked up.
No. Over the course of the next 100 years, climate change will be barely noticeable. It will start to become an issue about 200 to 300 years in the future. If by then we haven't already made
an issue 50 years in the future, man.
I'm not as worried about it as most people, because I see the rate of technological advancement and the possibility for adjusting that in the pretty near future.
The possibility, sure. Everyone sees the possibility, but the fucking governments don't use it. They don't. I mean, what the fuck? You see that suggestion? Oh, let's use a submarine that makes ice blocks? I mean, what the fuck is that? Just stop throwing trash in the ocean.
Well, here's the thing. Like, I'm not just talking about the current advances in technology, but even 20 years ago, no one could have envisioned a smartphone and what a smartphone would do to the world. and the different various applications it would have. And technology is advancing at a very quick exponential rate. Like, it's advancing to the point where we cannot envision the technology we'll have 50 years from now. It will be so far advanced of what we have now that it'll be like the difference between, you know, like the pagers from the 80s to smartphones today. It's a completely different category of thing. And as new technologies like that advance, I believe that the answer to climate change and any issues that would come from it will be solvable.
That sounds like a really good point, actually.
So, I mean, it's not that I don't take climate change seriously. I do. I just don't think it's the, oh my God, the world's on fire that everyone thinks it is. Technology is an exponential growth at this point, so like I said, 100 years from now, when climate change might actually be a major issue, the technology then will be unbelievable compared to how it is now.
Yeah, I mean, you are right, but that technology will be super expensive, and I'm not sure that governments are willing to pay the price.
Well, they're eventually going to have to.
Yeah.
No one changes just because they want to.
By then.
And besides, it won't be the end of the world or even the end of our species. I honestly, for a long time now, have believed that the best thing that could happen to humankind is a near extinction event.
I don't know.
Something to drive us back to a...
past?
Well, it's not so much that we would learn from the past, it's that we would force to adapt to the present.
Yeah, but at some point we'd become as technologically superior,
and even if we brought ourselves, even if we wiped ourselves off the map, even if we went completely extinct, the planet would not even notice. Another billion years from now, another billion years from now, even if we nuked the entire planet to glass, in a billion years, you'd never be able to tell we existed, and life would continue on.
Yeah, but I don't like that. I don't want everyone to just disappear.
Yeah.
All humans die and shit. I don't think that's nice.
It's going to happen one way or the other. Either by us wiping ourselves out and the Earth moving on, or in a billion years' time, anything that still existed on this planet would look nothing like us, would have no similarities, would be as far removed from us as plankton. So we're going to disappear eventually, regardless of the circumstance. It's just a matter of how that goes about, and it's going to be so far outside of our lifetimes.
So much is changing if we do survive.
Now, if I had children, I might think about things a bit differently, but I don't, and I'm not going to. So, the future is not really an issue for me.
All right.
My generation didn't create the problem, and has done more to relieve the problem than any other generation in history. So I can't feel guilty for it, and I can't change it personally. The best I can do is just hope that humanity, if it wants to continue, will find a way to fix the issues. And if they don't, then perhaps they don't deserve to continue to exist. I just have a very realistic view on the matter.
But I mean, what can we do? Like, exactly, we can't do anything, but that doesn't mean we deserve to die, do we?
Well, we're not dying from climate change.
Well, yeah, we're gonna. Might not be us first, it's probably gonna be the poorest first, but it's gonna happen eventually if people don't do anything.
Yeah.
And I'm feeling that they might actually not.
Not in my lifetime, so I'm not worried about it. I have air conditioning.
Yeah, but I don't think that's a reason.
I'm just not concerned about issues that don't have anything to do with me personally. That might be selfish or self-centered or whatever, but to me it's just a realistic, pragmatic approach to the reality I live in.
What?
I said it doesn't personally impact me, nor will it in my lifetime. So I just don't care about it. I don't have anything to do with it. I have more of a realistic and pragmatic approach to my own existence than worrying about things outside of my purview.
I guess you're right, but it's gonna. Okay, I guess I have more to lose than you, because I'm just 16, you know? It's definitely gonna affect me.
Hey, who knows? In 50 years' time, we might have the Matrix that we all just plug into
Yeah,
and everyone can be happy.
yeah, just let the planet die and we'll live in the fucking Matrix. But now that that movie has been made, it's probably people are probably not gonna like the real thing,
Well, no, the issue
you
with the
know?
movies was that it wasn't a choice. Like, no one chose to get plugged into the Matrix. But when given like an option, like the bad guy
Yeah,
from
but
the
you know,
first one, for instance, given an option and seeing what the world is like versus a technological approach to fix the issues with the planet, or at least to live in a different type of reality, most people would choose the convenient alternative.
sure, I would too, but you know how people are. Like, well, what if someone's gonna control me when I'm in there and harvest my body for organs or whatever the fuck? I don't know.
As long as my mind continues to exist, I don't really care what happens to my body. I would
Yeah,
very
but
much
you
love
know
a
that's the thing.
Matrix-like system that I could just live in for eternity.
Yeah, but I was always scared of that because, like, if like you know how they upload your mind to the cloud and some futuristic shit or whatever. Um, I always thought that's probably just a copy, and then I'll be dead. You know?
Well, there would be ways to assess whether or not that was the case before attempting it. And there are experiments that can be done to prove that it's not just a copy of the mind, but the same mind to begin with.
Well, what experiments are those?
For instance, um, in one of the sci-fi books that I read, part of the transfer process was having the same mind connected to both the body and the new body or framework at the same time, so that you could check against each other that your consciousness was indeed being uploaded rather than just copied and disposed of. Like, he could tell that he was still in his body and in the machine at the same time. He was getting
Damn,
double
what book is
sensory
that?
input. It's called Old Man's War. It has to
Sounds
do with
pretty
like
good.
they growing the empire out of Earth, pushing out into the galaxy, and to do so they offer retirees, like if they do like a minimum time in the military, in the space military, then they get a fresh new body to live in, and they can go live on one of the colonies and have a whole nother life basically.
I don't know. I wouldn't. I don't know. I don't think I would want to live. Uh, like if I was that old, I'd probably be already stagnant and shit.
No,
Needing a
but
new body would.
yeah, but you're only stagnant because your body breaks down as you age. That's
Your
just a
soul
matter of
doesn't. I mean,
That's just a matter of changing life expectancy. Hell, 1,000 years
yeah,
ago,
but
life expectancy was 30 years old. People from that age
yeah.
would have killed to live till 80 or 90 years old, and they wouldn't have felt
Gotta
like they
be
were
honest. I
run
don't want to
down to
live.
do so.
I don't want to live till 60, man. It's like.
But that's only because your body breaks down and you have to deal with the hardships of being old. What if you could be
I guess,
60
but
in a 20-year-old's body?
I don't know.
It's all of the
Maybe I
good with none
just.
of the bad. That's the fear of getting old, is losing your faculties, losing the ability to move right, losing the ability to think properly.
Yeah,
But
fuck that.
that's just a product of getting old. If we could eliminate the negative sides of getting old and we could change life expectancy to, like, say 300 years old, then getting old wouldn't mean 60 anymore. Getting old would mean 250. And that's when you would
I
want to
don't know.
stop. It's all just a
You
difference in
saw that
perspective.
cool movie. I don't know, In Time, or was it called Time, with Justin Timberlake.
No, I haven't seen that.
Oh well, it's like sort of a dystopian future where at your like you have a clock engraved on your arm, and it counts down your lifetime, and like they use time as money in that world. So And on your 21st birthday, you stop aging, but your clock starts ticking. You have 1 year left when you turn 21, but from then on, you gotta earn money and shit. So time.
Oh, that sucks.
It's actually a really stupid concept, I
Yeah.
know, but it was funny how like the really rich and 1,000-year-old people, like one of them, he threw himself off a bridge because he was stagnant and shit,
Yeah, but see,
even though
that's
he
the.
was an
But see,
embodied
that's
21-year-old.
that's the thing. There would be. I'm sure there would be a point at some distant point in the future where just about anyone would get tired of life. But the thing is having the choice there. So if there was a matrix type system that I could jack my mind into and be sure that it was actually my mind and not a copy of my mind and live for 1,000 years, well, that would be fine as long as there was an off switch to it. If I could just
An off switch.
cut myself off, hit the power button on my life, then having that option, I'm sure I would be happy to live for thousands of years because I'm just enamored of knowledge itself, pure information. And there's a never-ending accumulation of knowledge and information to be gained.
I don't know if I'd want to.
Yeah, but imagine
I
that Matrix also had, futuristic style video games like a GTA 5 that you could jack into and actually be there doing whatever you want in a simulated world, just playing a game.
Yeah,
And then hop over
but
to Elite
anything is
Dangerous to
boring.
pilot your starship for a while in your actual
That,
starship, like you're actually there
yeah, I gotta
in
be
your.
honest. I I always loved the idea of that actually being in the Elite Dangerous world,
And
even though
see,
it's
but
dystopian as fuck.
having a matrix type system that you could jack into would give you access to all of that. Pretty much an endless array of games, movies, and interactive material that you could absorb forever.
Honestly, it would be so funny if they had actually two Matrix companies like PS4 and Xbox, and they have shitty exclusives. That would just be peak
I'd go with
capitalism, you know?
I'd go with PlayStation.
Yeah, me too.
They always have the better exclusives.
Yeah, but you can't play Forza then, which that's one thing I really like.
Yeah, I'm a Gran Turismo guy all the way. Don't come in here with
Okay.
that blasphemous Forza talk, sir. I bow down to the
I
one
gotta be
true
honest,
god of racers. Actually, I also
Forza
really.
is the only thing I've ever played.
Yeah, well, Gran Turismo outdates that by a long shot.
Right. I had
Actually,
an
I'm
Xbox
also a really
360
big
back in
fan
the
of
day.
Initial D. Like, that's the only
What?
non-simulation style racing game I'll play.
Okay.
It was.
I don't know that game.
It's based on an anime. It's what got me into racing to begin with.
Sick.
I would highly
I don't know.
recommend you check it out if you like racing. Because I didn't care for racing at all until I watched that anime. It's about this kid who delivers, like his dad runs a tofu shop, and his main client is on the top of the mountain right where they live. So from the age of 13, he starts forcing his son to do the deliveries for him. So the son spends like 5 years straight every night going up and down this mountain in his father's old street
Yeah.
racing car delivering the tofu. And just because he wants to get home faster to get back to bed, he drives faster and faster, and without ever realizing it becomes like the god of all street racers. And then his buddies start pushing him into racing, and he's driving an A86 Toyota Trueno, and like beating the shit out of Skylines and RX-7s.
Alright. Sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it was a fucking awesome anime.
I'd pirate that. So, wait. Well, racing animals. You know Redline?
The guy in our squadron?
There's a guy in a squadron named Redline.
Yes.
don't know, some there was a lot of wars and shit, but people still love racing or something was the intro, and it's just really overcharged, like uh, octane-filled fucking racing movie. I don't know what you call that, but it's really pretty good. It's actually on YouTube even. Don't even have to go to a site. They just have it on YouTube.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah. It's really funny. I think it got uploaded 2 years ago and it hasn't been taken down.
I think you can get Initial D on YouTube also. It's quite an old one. I think it started coming out in like the early 2000s.
Can you tell me the name again?
Initial D.
That is an initial. I think... Wait. Oh shit, it's that movie. That's always used in the
memes.
The memes.
Yep, Deja Vu, that's from Initial D.
Nice. It's actually, there's a live action movie for it too, but that's not the one you mean.
Yeah, no, that one was kind of crappy. What made Initial D so awesome was the great races combined with the really badass Europop techno that made the races much more intense.
Yeah, they had some good music in the Red Line too, but I don't know what that was. Not Europop, unfortunately.
Yeah, they did an English version of the Initial D anime, like when it first came out, and instead, like, I don't know what the hell the American people were thinking, but they replaced all of the Europop with like some really shitty generic hip hop. Like the worst hip hop imaginable. It sounded like they got a room full of old white guys and made them come up with hip hop music.
Fuck. But is the movie like an hour long or something?
The live action movie, yeah, something like that.
Nah, because I have I think I have the anime on YouTube, but it's also an hour long.
No, there's 5 seasons to it.
Oh, oh, this is the movie, right? Okay.
Yeah, there's a live action movie, and season 3 was just a single movie. It's like there was season 1, season 2, and then the season 3 movie, and then season 4 and 5.
Movie, okay. So I got the season 3 movie. I gotta find the show then.
They call it like first stage, second stage, third stage, fourth stage, and final stage. And then there was like arcade games for each season of it as well. And a PS3 game came out for one of the arcade games.
First stage. Oh shit!
I used to play the shit out of that.
There's a playlist with all episodes. Yep. Jesus.
I used to play the hell out of it in arcade. I know I spent like $300 or $400 on the arcade machine when I was younger.
Arcades are such a ripoff.
For some games, not for that one. Initial D was well worth it. Oh. It printed a card out for you, and that card saved your progress.
Now that's cool.
Yeah, and then it was like $1 per race, but so well worth it because the tracks are awesome. All downhill, hairpin corners, and drifting.
Fuck, that's so cool. Man, but it's dubbed on YouTube. I don't like dub.
Yeah, the dub wasn't terrible the second time they did it. The first dub was awful.
Like the first stage?
No, they actually like redid the whole thing. The first 3 stages. Because the first time they did it, it was just terrible. Like I said, the voices were awful first off, and then they took out all of the Europop and replaced it with like the most bland, generic hip-hop in history.
Alright, damn.
But then it kind of got popular, so they redid the whole thing and left the Europop in and made the voices sound much cooler.
Yeah, it sounds really good. I'll fucking watch that. Like, I'll watch a few episodes tonight, then, man.
Yeah, if you like racing, you'll definitely like it. I couldn't see the point of racing it, and then I was like, oh, so you can make the car slide. This is interesting. Like, I tried watching the original Fast and Furious, and was like, I don't fucking get it. So they're just driving in a straight line? Am I supposed to be impressed?
Yeah.
Like, oh, that guy drives
They
a little bit faster than that other guy. Ooh.
I mean, Japanese people always, like, overdo it, you know?
Yeah. That's what I love about them. They create like 90% of the world's weird shit.
Yeah, that's so true.
I'm up to 23%. I think I'm gonna go kill a few more scouts and then I'm gonna call it a night. It's already 7 a.m. here.
7 a.m. Dude, you gotta call it a night earlier than that.
No, I don't. I don't have anything to do today.
Yeah, but still, I mean...
No, I sleep all day and I'm up all night. Because that's when I Uber on the weekends. I work late nights.
Night. Makes more sense on the weekends, actually. Just, you know, like,
I'm right here outside of New Orleans, so I spend my weekends ferrying drunk people all over the place.
Sounds like living the dream.
It's actually not bad. Drunk people are easy as hell to deal with. You either get happy drunks who are just having a good time, so they're pretty much cool with anything, or you get angry drunks, and they're the easiest in the world to deal with. You find out what it is they're angry at, and then be twice as angry at it, and then you're their best friend because you make them feel justified in their anger. And that's what everyone really wants. They want affirmation and justification.
That is true. And I always, you know, back when I was a kid, I guess I'm still a kid, sort of, but when I was a little kid, I was always really scared of ever drinking alcohol because I thought it would turn me into some kind of asshole, like wife beater kind of guy, you know what I'm saying? But,
and the fact that you were fearful of that meant you had nothing to be fearful of.
Yeah, sort of, I guess, but
it's a mindset that
my fear.
Yeah, it's a mindset that alcohol unleashes, not something that alcohol creates. So if you already are like dead set against that kind of mindset, then you have nothing to worry about.
Guess.
Except for the dead hookers.
Yeah. The dead hookers? What? What are you talking about now?
Oh, you've never drank enough to kill a hooker? Come on.
Well, sorry, it's I mean, in Germany we don't do that with hookers, you know.
Oh, horses. I got you. I forgot.
Yeah.
Okay. Taking it full circle back to the beginning of the conversation now.
But yeah, I mean, I also got scared that I would just release the worst secrets ever, which I don't know, I didn't really have, like, I don't know, like, I guess that if that I told people who I had a crush on or some shit like that, you know?
You should tell whoever you have a crush on
that
you have a crush on them.
Huh?
I said you should tell whoever you have a crush on that you have a crush on them. Life is to be lived, sir. Life is to be lived.
Sure.
Not to be feared.
But first I gotta actually make them like me. Because if I tell them before they like me, you know,
take some pictures of them from outside their bedroom window and then mail them to them anonymously, and then offer to be their protector when they get freaked out. It's simple.
Oh yeah, that's really smart. But also really unethical, so I don't think I'm gonna do that.
Just ask them, hey, does this rag smell like chloroform to you? Okay, I should point out.
But if they're passed out, I can't tell them, you know.
I should point out I'm joking. Just in
Yeah,
case
I'm
you
for
think I'm
legal
some fucking
reasons. Yeah.
American fucking serial killer or some shit. Dude, I am way too disorganized and lazy to be a serial killer.
No, I don't think you are. You know, I don't think that about anybody, really.
Issue I'm having right now is I'm too fucking addicted to this game to even give the girl who's like desperate to hook up with me to even give her a shot.
Just give her a shot, man.
Yeah, thinking about it. The
I
problem
mean,
is
you can,
I picked her up
if
from a
she's not,
bar downtown as an Uber, and I hate that place. It's like I don't want to get involved with someone I think I'm gonna have to go hang out in the French Quarter with. I,
just,
I would rather
okay,
gag
I don't
myself
know.
with a semi-automatic. Okay,
Yeah, you can do that in America, can't you?
damn right we can.
Damn, the life of, the land of freedom.
The land where I'm free to protect myself and my family. Absolutely.
The land where you're free to shoot yourself in the foot with a semi-automatic because you don't know how it works.
Oh, I know how mine works.
Yeah, you know how it works. Doesn't mean the average purchaser does.
Well, if this is turning into an issue of gun control, it's hardly the gun company's fault that stupid people buy guns.
Sure it is. That's why we have regulations for stupid people.
Yeah, I think that, like, I won't say we should kill all stupid people.
Yeah,
I'll
please
just
don't say that, actually.
I'll just say that we should like remove all warning labels and just let it sort itself out.
Yeah, that's what, uh, that's gonna solve the problem.
Yeah, take that, bitch. Wish I had a rail gun in real life.
Yeah, I think everyone wishes that, don't they? Would be pretty cool. But, I don't know, man. Oh, shit. Oh, okay. Sorry, I just died, but, um, yeah, let's just steer the topic away from guns, actually. That's what I'm just,
Yeah, I'm absolutely pro-gun.
yeah, I'm not, so.
Well, making them illegal would not get them out of the hands of criminals. All it would
Oh,
do is
yeah, that's what everybody says, but it would get them out of the hands of, I don't know, some criminals, and that's better than none, isn't it?
no, not really. It's not going to get them out of the
It
hands of many
really is.
criminals at all. Criminals already aren't allowed to buy guns. They get them illegally.
Yeah, they're not criminals before they buy the guns sometimes.
Most of the time they're criminals and they buy their guns from illegal sources.
Yeah, but then, I
But
mean,
then, like, I have
what are you doing about those then? What are you doing about the illegal sources?
what we
And
can.
let's just not talk about this actually, because I don't want to
I'm just saying,
have another political.
I love the ability to protect myself and my mother against the criminals
Sure,
who
but
do have them, especially in New
when
Orleans
you need,
area where this is like one of the highest crime rates in the country.
when did you need to protect yourself?
Again, this city has one of the highest crime rates in the country.
Yeah, but did anything happen to you? Ever?
We had to move from the last, well, not the last, when I first moved to Louisiana, the house that I was living in, we had a full-on gunfight, like 5 or 6 dudes shooting it out Wild West style right in front of our house. Bullets were
That sounds
hitting
pretty
our
cool.
house. We had to move out of there because when I called 911 to say, hey, there's some guys shooting in front of my house, they yelled,
Oh, they do that every Friday, or what?
they yelled, we
They
know
say.
already, and hung up on me.
And did they come by at least?
I never saw,
Shit.
but the simple fact that I got hung up on by 911 tells you all
Yeah,
you need to know
that
about
is
why
fucked
I'd
up.
rather be able to protect myself than have to rely
Okay, I
on
can.
someone else. If
Yeah,
someone comes through,
okay,
like
I can.
I don't ever
Honestly,
want
I
to
can totally
fire my
understand
gun.
that.
I have practiced enough with my gun to be comfortable with it. It stays in its lockbox, and I hope I never ever have to take it out of that lockbox again. But if someone comes through my front door intent on causing me or my mom harm, I am going to kill them and not lose a second sleep over it.
I mean, that's okay, but I've always never understood like why people are so adamant on having guns. But when you say it like that, really
It's
does make sense because where I live, we don't have that. We don't have gunfights in the streets, or
well, like I
where I've
said,
ever lived, anyways.
I mean,
So I couldn't
criminals are going to get their
couldn't
guns through
understand.
illegal means, whether or not they're legally allowed to own them. Expecting all of the criminals to suddenly give up their guns the same as law-abiding citizens is just foolish and naive. And as long as
Okay,
I know that there are going to be evil and bad people out there intent on harming and stealing from me, I would rather have the ability to defend myself and the people I care about.
right. I just
And that's
I
the
don't
vast
think I would ever
majority
need
of
a
gun
gun in
owners
this
in this
country.
country. Unfortunately, in
Hmm?
this country, there are too many people who have gotten lazy playing the system. And I
What do
don't
you
know.
mean?
Like, for instance, I hate rap music. Rap music is teaching an entire generation of children that the cool and fun thing is to rob and steal and kill and sell drugs. And it's
I
creating a
mean,
culture of violence that I actually have to deal with, that I have to
I don't
see in my
know. I don't
day-to-day
think.
life.
Yeah, I mean, there's stupid kids who listen to that and think, oh yeah, it's great. I mean, but
Yeah, but those
you can get
stupid
stupid
kids are
kids.
fucking robbing and killing people in my area. Violent crime
I
here
don't
is
think
like
rap
one of the
music is the
highest.
problem, man. I
No,
think it's shitty
rap music.
parenting.
No,
And
rap music just normalizes it for an impressionable young demographic. Yes, it's also bad
yeah,
parenting, but
but you gotta
it's
be an idiot kid to believe some dumb like some dude who sings something on the radio or whatever.
it's glorifying and romanticizing a culture of violence, though.
Yeah,
And
but so
yes,
is GTA.
it is a dumb, impressionable kid that takes the message, but then it's still that dumb and impressionable kid who picks up a gun and goes and robs somebody, which happens
Yeah, but that's
alarmingly
I mean that's
often in
more
this country.
more to bad parenting or like no parenting, I guess,
It's a combination of
than
both,
music.
man. It's a combination of both.
Sure, but I wouldn't say it's the
That
music that's
music
more at
doesn't
fault here.
just no, but the music isn't just impressing on them. It's the music that's glorifying an entire way of life. So even when they're not dumb kids anymore, they're entrenched in a lifestyle that glorifies violence over thought.
Yeah, but so
That
do
takes the easy
movies
path.
or
Not in the s-
games
not
or
in the s-
whatever.
not in the same way. Come on, it's not even close. Games
Yeah,
are
but for
games
okay,
are
but
obviously fiction, and
yeah, so is
you'd
a
have to be
song.
mentally unstable to do some GTA shit in real life. But most of these gangster rappers out there try to actually emulate and live the lifestyle that they send their message about. And then other people try and live that lifestyle. Why do you think we have such huge gang problems in this country?
I don't know. I know we don't have them in my country, but people listen to rap music here all the same.
Well, it's a combination of a lot of different factors. But without the rap music pushing it to begin with and teaching kids that this is cool, that this is the good way to live your life, that everyone else is a punk bitch or whatever, you're just asking for problems. I mean, that's why you see these gangsters walk around trying to dress and act exactly like the rappers they see on TV.
Yeah. I I
It's a
gotta say, man, don't take offense to this, but America's just fucked up. All
yeah,
this shit you talking about, this
no,
never
I
happens
agree.
here.
I agree. And it's all of those fucked up things though that keep me wanting to be able to own my own gun and protect myself. I don't ever want to have to use
Man.
it. I hope I never have to
Don't you
use
wish
it.
you wouldn't have to own a gun?
Yeah, I wish I didn't have to, but that's not the reality I live in. I mean, if you lived in
Unfortunately for you.
America, in one of the most violent crime-ridden areas in America, wouldn't you want the ability to protect yourself? I hate that I have to sleep with the gun right next to my bed, but this is the reality
Aren't
I'm
you
dealt.
supposed to not do that anyways?
No, no. Why would you ever
Like,
have the
keep the
gun?
ammo and the gun separate? Shit.
No, mine's loaded all the time.
Damn.
If someone comes through my front door, which is the only reason I'm ever going to take it out of its lockbox to begin with, I don't want to be fumbling around trying to load the damn thing while someone's intent on shooting me. That sounds very counterproductive to my survival.
I guess you're right.
Again, I wish it wasn't necessary. I really do wish it wasn't necessary. But we don't live in a perfect world. We live in the world we have. And we have to approach reality in a pragmatic way. Like I said, I'm very pragmatic in my approach to my reality.
But then again, I don't think you should just write off these people as evil.
No, I didn't say evil. I said stupid.
Yeah, but you also said evil, I'm pretty sure, before.
Well, I said there are there are evil people out there intent on doing harm to me and my family. I didn't mean every single gangbanger or rapper out there is evil. I just mean just
my mistake.
I spend a good deal of time studying criminal psychology, and I watch a good many just interrogation videos, murder suspect interrogations. And I just, from that alone, I know that there are people out there who will kill you for nothing more than you being in the wrong place. For instance, okay, when I first started Ubering, there are people who, even if you're driving down the main strip doing 30 miles an hour, they will walk right out in front of your car and expect you to stop like they're not walking in the middle of the road. Like zero concern or consideration. When I first started Ubering, that pissed me off, and I hit my horn and waved them to get the hell out of my way because I almost ran this guy over. As a result, I had 6 guys beating on my car windows trying to pull me out of my car. So I stopped doing that. Now I smile, I wave, and I pleasantly wave them across. Come on across, yeah, take your time. Even that's not enough. I did that one night and had a group of 4 guys try and pull me out of my car. For smiling, waving, and generously gesturing them across the road in front of me. Come on, you guys can cross. Apparently that was enough of a challenge to deserve me getting my ass beat.
It sounds horrible, man. Why can't you move?
I'd love to. I hate this entire state. But it's the existence... But it's the existence of people like that. People who will take any sign whatsoever from you as aggression and then attack immediately. People like that exist means I have to protect myself. I have to acknowledge the reality of my situation.
Gotta wonder how the fuck they, got that fucked up.
By a culture that likes to make excuses for people. Someone who's always looking for someone else to blame, rather than taking personal accountability and responsibility, and having some basic human decency.
Yeah, you're right.
It's easier to blame someone else for all your problems than to take care of them for yourself. Than to acknowledge that your actions have consequences, and everything that happens in your life is the result of those consequences of the choices you make.
Yo,
I'm not without sympathy.
I'm gonna be eating something, so if I make uncomfortable.
No, you're good. I'm actually about to get off anyway, man. I appreciate the talk. I hope I haven't terribly offended you or anything. But
no, man.
I appreciate it. I
I'd love to
appreciate a
talk
good
again
conversation.
sometime.
Yeah, absolutely. But I am gonna go get some sleep, I think.
All right.
Yeah, I do appreciate it though. I like to get multiple points of view because I think one of the early American authors said it best. If all you ever hear is your own side, then you know little about even that. So I like to have my positions challenged. I'm trying to remember who said that. I'll find out and I'll tell you next time. So it's a great American author from the turn of the century. All right. Well, I'll talk to you later, man. Have a good night.